Episode 277, Copilot Capability for Communications.
The primitive forms of artificial intelligence we already have proved very useful.
AI is a golden opportunity.
How do we ensure that this technology is regulated?
The long arc of technological history is now in an extraordinary new phase.
The AI 6 podcast with Joanne Sweeney.
Many agencies and businesses are using Microsoft Copilot as their large language model of choice, especially those working in government and public sector, a sector I know very well. So today I'm sharing some useful capabilities inside Microsoft 365 Copilot, specifically the capabilities that communications professionals should actually care about and test now. Hello and welcome back to AI 6, the podcast that is helping you embrace, lean into, and get excited about artificial intelligence. I'm here Monday to Friday, 6 minutes a day, and on Saturdays we have the long listen. What can you do with Copilot beyond the basic stuff like summarize these emails or improve this social media post caption? I'm talking about the innovative use cases that are changing how comms teams operate more efficiently, productively, and if you've listened to the last episode, how you plus Copilot should be better. If you're not using Microsoft Loop yet, pay attention. When you combine Loop with Copilot, you get a collaborative workspace where AI is an active participant. Here's how I've seen this used brilliantly. A government comms team was planning a public health campaign. They created a Loop workspace and used Copilot to generate audience personas based on their briefing documents. Then they asked Copilot to draft key messages for each persona, identify potential risks and sensitivities, and suggest channel strategies. The team edited it in real time, with Copilot refining as they went. What used to take 3 planning meetings happened in 1 session. The innovation here isn't that Copilot writes things, it's that Copilot thinks alongside you in a shared space, in a team meeting, and that's a fundamentally different way of working. Another great use case, Copilot in Teams for stakeholder intelligence. If you're managing complex stakeholder relationships, you will know that this takes time, patience, and a lot of iteration. After a Teams meeting with external partners or senior leadership, Copilot can do more than summarize what was said. You can ask it to identify underlying concerns that weren't explicitly stated, ask it to flag where there might be resistance to your proposal, ask it to compare the tone of this meeting to previous ones. One communications manager that I know uses this to prepare her colleague for follow-up calls. She'll ask Copilot, based on this meeting, what questions is the CEO likely to have that weren't answered? That's stakeholder intelligence, not just note-taking. The key is asking better questions of Copilot. Don't just ask what happened. Ask, what does this mean? Another great use case, Copilot in Word for structured drafting. This one's about using Copilot to maintain consistency across high volumes of text outputs. Let's say your team produces briefings, preparing media questions, even media responses. You can upload your house style guide and previous examples as reference documents. When you draft with Copilot, it doesn't just write, it writes in your voice, following your structure. I've seen teams create what they call golden examples, their best briefing documents, their best responses. And they use those to train Copilot on what good looks like for their organization. The innovation here, you're not starting from scratch every time. You're building institutional memory in the tool. Junior staff can produce senior quality drafts because the AI has learned from your best work. So these are 3 great use cases. Loop for collaborative campaign planning, Teams for stakeholder intelligence, and Word for structured drafting at scale. None of these are about AI doing your job. They're about AI plus you being better than you alone. And that's the test. AI plus me greater than me. If you're using Microsoft 365 and you haven't explored Copilot properly yet, start with one of these 3. Pick the one closest to a real problem you have on your desk this week. And if you want to go deeper on AI for communications, check out my new and updated AI Playbook Diploma based on my book of the same name. And the link is in the show notes. I'm Joanne Sweeney. I'll be back with more on AI 6 tomorrow.